Hello and welcome. It's amazing to have you here, and it shows that you pay attention to your health and you actually take it important. We are going to be talking about 5 signs your body has not fully healed after childbirth. What is your body telling you with those signs, and what do you need to do about them? Or what can you do about them? So, before we move on, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Maria Muftaudin. I'm a pelvic and women's health physiotherapist registered with MRTB and COVU, which means I am licensed to practice physiotherapy in Nigeria and the Republic of Ireland. I founded HealFit Physiotherapy, a digital-only physiotherapy service that focuses on postpartum women, helping them to heal holistically after childbirth, whether they are dealing with back pain, urine leakage, or issues with core function. It basically helps them to heal whatever pregnancy left behind. So I also worked at National Hospital Abuja and University Teaching Hospital Oshogo, formerly. So, and I help new moms heal their pelvic floors, their tummies, get rid of postpartum joint pain, back pain, pelvic pain, and to help them regain their strength and confidence so that they can finally feel like themselves again. And I love making pelvic health and postpartum recovery simple and accessible to women from the comfort of their homes. I'm also a mom, so I'm just not just working from a therapist perspective or from a clinical experience perspective, but also from a personal experience. Meaning, I know the reality. These experiences, what new moms face, because I've faced it not once but many times as a mom. So I understand what it means to have these challenges, postpartum pain, back pain, and the rest. So I will walk you through 5 of the most common signs your body is showing you, what they mean, why they happen, and what you should do next. So please sit back and listen intently through each sign to know which one aligns most with what you are feeling. And no, I want you to know that whatever you're experiencing, there is a path forward. You can actually heal completely after giving birth. So by the end of this webinar, these are my 3 promises to you. You will understand your postpartum body on a deeper level. You know, knowledge is empowerment. So you have a clear understanding of the 5 signs. And if you have any of those signs, you know what to do about it. And you know exactly what that means for your future. Maybe your next pregnancy or maybe years from now, so that you can actually take charge instead of hoping things sort itself. So let's quickly move on to the signs. This is the before I move on to the signs, let me ask you this question: does this sound like you? Do you look yourself in the mirror and wonder if you ever feel like yourself again, or do you feel you've lost a valuable part of you in terms of physical health to motherhood that can never regain again, or do you sometimes doubt or fear you are not still a woman enough after giving birth, like something is still missing that you don't just cannot place your hands on it? So if you are that woman, I want to assure you that you can heal completely, you can feel like yourself again, you can have more strength to move around confidently. So this is the first sign. It's accidental pee leakage. That is, you leak pee maybe when you laugh, sneeze, shout, jump, or even bend to lift your baby. Some people even leak with sex. So, or alternately, some women leak. Maybe you just feel a sudden urge to rush to the toilet, and then before you reach the toilet, some urine leaks. Some people just even lose complete control of their bladder. That is a severe one. What I'm talking about here is little leakage. Maybe something just drops, and you know that something has leaked out. Most women have it with sneezing and shouting, but there's a small number of women too that experience it with urgency, meaning they are just in the middle of something, and then a strong urge to urinate just comes out of nowhere, and they have to rush to the toilet. And before they reach, something escapes. What is that telling you? It is pointing towards your pelvic floor. It is an important muscle in a woman's body that is very, very important for her reproductive health. That is the pelvic floor muscles. They are those muscles that are the gateway for our excretory organs and reproductive organs. This is the pelvic floor muscle. It is that red carpet you can see in the first image. You can see it is the gateway for all the organs, the openings. You can see the bladder opening penetrates through it, the vaginal opening penetrates through it, and the rectal opening penetrates through it. So it is the gateway. So when there is an issue with this pelvic floor, a woman may experience leakage. So this is it. On the other side, you can see the pelvic floor, you can see the organs as they sit inside. So that is the first sign. What do? You try to work on your pelvic floor muscles by properly activating them. The moment you learn how to activate your pelvic floor, and to relax it properly, those are the 2 key things. You realize all these symptoms would naturally relieve on its own, and you start feeling like a woman again. This is an example of a lady that actually started activating her pelvic floor. So she came to me with issues with leakage and so many things. And upon learning how to properly activate a pelvic floor, within the first week, she actually sent me a message that, like, I'm feeling something different. That is the power of being able to know that there's something called the pelvic floor and to also activate your pelvic floor. You can pause it and also see other things. There are so many things that she felt relieved with. But what I'm focusing on here is that she's able to activate her pelvic floor, and there is no more urine leakage. What is the second sign that you are not fully healed after giving birth? That is, your tummy still looks pregnant, like you have a mommy tummy. There are so many reasons why a woman can have a mommy tummy. One of it is diastasis, and another is poor body mechanics. So, for you to understand diastasis, this is the image you can use to clearly understand diastasis. It's the separation. And this separation is not the problem. As you can see, these muscles are separated, but it is not the separated muscles that are the problem. It is the deeper ones that are supposed to hold things in place. So, It might be as a result of the separation. It might also be as a result of poor body mechanics, poor pressure management, poor posture, poor breathing patterns. This is the cause, and now you know it and you can lay your hand on it. What they say, a problem known is completely half solved. So, what is the third sign that your body is not completely healed after childbirth? And this one is so common. Many women come to me telling me, my back has never been the same since I started giving birth. Some people will be like, oh, that injection that they gave me for pain relief, I'm still feeling it up till now. Some people will like, even CS moms that did not give birth vaginally, they still have issues with back pain. And women that give birth vaginally, they say it's like something is hitting their back when they were in labor. And up till now, that back has not felt the same. So many things can lead to you still having back pain several months or even years after giving birth. One of it is weak core, another is poor back care. So if you look at this image, you can appreciate that we have the tummy muscles, we have the pelvic floor muscles, and we have your breathing muscles. That breathing muscle, that's the diaphragm, and the deep back muscles. These things work hand in hand. They are a system working together. So now in pregnancy, your tummy muscles are so stretched, they lost a lot of their tone. What is now happening? Your back muscles are overworking. And most times when women come to me and we work on their tummy muscles, even without doing anything to the back, they start seeing improvement. And then with working on everything together, we see a dramatic improvement in their pains. In fact, within 2 3 weeks, they feel a lot of relief. This is an example of a woman that came to me few weeks after giving birth and she has pain all over her body. She pain stepping on stairs, pain in the back, pain there, pain there. And within few weeks of working on these muscles, just simple exercises daily, she felt a lot of relief. In fact, her diastasis closed. You can see it closed from 4 fingers to 1.5 fingers. So let's quickly move on to the fourth sign. You're feeling pressure, heaviness down there. Some women will feel like something is pulling down inside their lady part, especially when they stand for long. It's not all heaviness that is prolapse, but some can be pointing towards prolapse. So if you have heaviness down there, or if you feel something is coming out of your vagina, you would want to pay more attention to it. What is prolapse? You want to know maybe the evening is as a result of prolapse or is as a result of just general pelvic floor challenges. It might be too weak, it might be too tight, it might be uncoordinated. But this is it. I intentionally place this image of the pelvic floor by the side so that you can understand this while looking at the pelvic organ prolapse images. So you can look at it. These are the organs. So in pelvic organ prolapse, it means that one organ is sinking down, meaning it happens as a result of pelvic floor muscle weakness and also as a result of weakness, laxity of the ligaments, and some poor habits just few months after giving birth can increase your chances of having this pelvic organ prolapse. And if you have a pelvic organ prolapse, it depends on the stage. If you are still in the early stage, pelvic floor, working on your pelvic floor will completely heal it or reverse it and prevent it from getting worse. So that is one thing about noticing things early and working, acting on it fast. So that is pelvic organ prolapse. So the fifth sign, which is feeling disconnected from your body or core. So people they know that their tummy is not looking pregnant, they're not leaking, they don't have back pain, but you don't know that something is not completely healed in their body. It might be maybe persistent weakness, it might be maybe anxiety. Once emotions and mental awareness is usually messed up postpartum, it might be just feeling destabilized and they just feel all the plan or their life plan and everything just gets disrupted with the presence of a new baby and everything did not go as planned and they are just finding a way to just stabilize themselves mentally first before they can even stabilize their daily activities. That is where the mental and emotional wellness come in. So as a woman, you are not just healing your body, you're also healing your mind. You're trying to get a hold of yourself, your identity back after giving birth. So if you work on that, there are some self-work you need to do, maybe like journaling, doing some activities about yourself that will make you feel grounded and get supported through this phase. So if you work on that, you feel a lot of improvements in your mental and emotional wellness. So this is another one example of someone that I worked with. So regarding her mental and emotional wellness, I do feel so happy whenever we go on the second or third life call and I see how lively they are compared to the first life call where there is still no hope. When they start seeing the improvements, I can feel the joy, I can see the glow in their faces. When they now feel better about themselves. And if you're in a good state, you actually normally do better. So let me add another sign, which is the sixth sign. That one is having this baldy belly button. Some women do not have belly button at all before giving birth. But the moment before getting pregnant, but the moment they take pregnancy and they give birth, they will have this big belly button. It is not normal. It is called umbilical hernia. So, and that is usually magnified if a woman has diastasis recti. So, if a woman works on closing the diastasis, she can reduce the rate at which the umbilical hernia gets worse. So, that's the game-changing ability of working on your deep core muscles. If a woman does not feel good, does not have a good mental and emotional health, she would find it difficult to see results with whatever she's doing regarding her physical health. And if a woman is not working on her physical health, it affects her mental and emotional wellness. Yes, not looking good, looking pregnant and feeling leaking, all these things can lead to a kind of embarrassment, fear, and this kind of not feeling good enough as a woman or feeling you've lost some part of your femininity. So all those things affect one's quality of life. So now let's move on to the third aspect of my promise. What does it mean for your future health? Maybe with future pregnancy. That one thing about these things is that when they show up, the best thing is to address them as soon as possible because they often get worse with aging and then with subsequent pregnancies. How is that? I've seen a lot of examples of that. A woman has pelvic floor dysfunction, maybe she has stage 1 prolapse, and then she goes on, she maybe stage 1 or 2 prolapse, and she leaves it, not doing anything. She continues to perform the back habit, daily habits that are making her symptoms worse every day. And then she goes to give birth to the second baby, and then she comes down with straight prolapse. Or women that have issues, maybe mild leaking, maybe in late pregnancies, and they didn't do anything about that. Before they go to the end of the next pregnancy, maybe they start leaking more, they lose a lot of control of their pelvic floor muscle. So these things get worse. And how does aging affect it? Now a woman is in her prime age. She has this hormone called estrogen that thickens the lining of all these organs. So as the woman ages, this estrogen drops, and there's a thinning of all these organs. And if the muscles are not strong enough, everything just comes down. And we realize some women are leaking, maybe even in their late 40s, 50s, they are leaking urine all the time. Or some women, they just come down with pelvic organ prolapse and be like, okay, it's old age problem. No, you can do a lot about it and heal yourself. It's not about old age. So the diastasis can lead to chronic persistent back pain, and then the mommy pouch there is actually embarrassing, and the more you wait, the harder it is to fix. Yes, one thing I observe is new moms that work early within the first few months to do the right exercise, they see faster results than moms that have waited for several years. It's usually they get the result, but it comes slower and slower. So, and then the feeling of disconnect, and then the worst part is losing hope. So those are what it means for your future health. But if you quickly work on it, a woman that continues to give birth and continue to exercise her body, they tend to become stronger in old age. They tend to become more confident because they know exactly what to do and what not to do about their body. So all what I shared so far is a tiny part, just one core pillar of the Heal, Revive and Thrive postpartum program. Because that program, we have 3 pillars in it. One aspect of it is the education aspect. The other aspect, the second aspect is the exercises of the week aspect. And then the third aspect is your mental and emotional check-in aspect. So these are more things you will learn in the education aspect, and this is not even complete. So you understand your body, you understand the red flags to pay attention to, you understand how to move pregnancy after giving birth. You understand the easiest better to get your first bowel movement, as in going to toilet. That first going to the toilet is usually something that a lot of new moms struggle with. You understand the right way to support your belly. Some women are tying their belly in a way that is putting them at higher risk of getting pelvic organ prolapse. That's putting them at higher risk of leaking. It's not about making you scared, but that's the truth of it. So you learn 5 secrets of postpartum recovery. You learn the proper back care, how to care for your back from now, so that before you will not start bending at 45, old age. No, you learn how to care for your episiotomy, your C-sections. There's so many things. This is just maybe week 1 or 2 of the education packet, and it is made so simple and broken down that you can easily implement it. It is meant not to overwhelm you. So now we have enrollment that is open for the program, and I want you to take action now. Enrollment is open and it closes on 8th of August, and program starts by 10th of August. So now let's move on to how is the program structured. It is a 6-week program. So well, you get your weekly plan delivered to your email. You go through live group call, and then there is a Telegram community where you can interact with other moms and ask questions. And then there's a question and answer session. You can ask your questions in the group, and I answer in the group 3 times a week. So whatever questions are available during that time, I respond to you with the right answers. So these are more testimonials of women that I have worked with. Okay, I think this the logo is kind of more into the image, but you can just pause it and just read through it. These are from our Google Forms of women we have worked with one-on-one. So these are the results they got, and they have felt so good about themselves after giving birth. This one says she feels more aware of her core health, mental and emotional wellness, and she said the program has been a game changer for me. I've seen a big improvement in my core strength, posture, and overall stability. It also took care of the aspect of the mental and emotional well-being. So, and she gave permission that we can use her message to share with other moms. This one said, I went from 4 fingers to 2 fingers. No more numbness in my leg while standing and also on my CS car. Back pain is gone. Dizziness is also gone. Imagine. I do not tell women to come to me that if you have dizziness, so it's just an after a kind of bonus result of what comes with the program. It's not just the direct focus. Yes, some women will be like, oh, I want to lose weight. I'll be like, no, you will get the guidance on how to heal properly after childbirth, and definitely what you know will help you with your weight loss goals. It's just the bonuses, and that is one good thing with healthy habits. Exercises and lifestyle modifications affects other parts of your health, not just your tummy and core only, but it makes you a better person. It's a transformational program. So if you have more questions, you can click the WhatsApp button and send me a message. And so now, what is the enrollment fee for a 6-week program that is guided and sent directly to your email that you can access on your phone? You only need your email and a Telegram app on your phone to have full access to this program. It is just 25k only for good 6 weeks. You can pay through Paystack or through bank transfer, and you can click the link to enroll now, and you can click the WhatsApp button if you have any concerns. So thank you, and I hope I have fulfilled the 3 promises. The first one is to help you understand your body better. I believe now you understand your body on a deeper level. The second one is the 5 signs, which we went through them, and then the third one is that you would know what it means for your future health. Click the link to enroll now. So I would leave you with this. Imagine waking up without feeling that back pain. Imagine waking up feeling so free and confident in your body, no leaking, feeling just like yourself, despite having a baby by your side. Imagine feeling strong, having a flatter, firmer tummy, that you can wear the clothes you finally love again. So imagine what you save yourself of future health challenges by investing this 25,000 naira for a 6-week program that will help you not just understand your body but also heal it and give you the tool to be at the forefront of your health. So there's a version of you that is strong, confident, happy, and agile. There's a version of you that has a flatter femur tummy, that has a healed pelvic floor, that is confident and moves freely around. The version of you where you move around without wincing in pain, without looking for toilets, that version of you is on the other side of taking action and doing the simple activities you need to do daily to achieve that lovely goal. There are so many women who come to me, some with 5 fingers diastasis, some with umbilical hernia. You can see example of them in the presentation. You can see them, the screenshots. Some have 4 finger separation, 5 finger separation, leaking. Some have issues with pelvic floor. And what? They just did simple activities daily. They followed instructions. They did their gentle exercises, and boom, they saw the results, and they're happy about what they see. So today you've heard everything. You've understand the signs. Are you willing to work on those signs? Are you willing to take charge of your health postpartum? So are you willing to actually invest in your body, and your body will always thank you for it? So thank you, and thank you for joining, and take care of yourself.